In this video, I'm going to show you how to do some applique or embroidery work to your pattern pieces before they're cut out and before the garment or the dress is assembled. The supplies needed for a project like this are going to be an embroidery hoop that's sized larger than the pattern piece that you need to cut out. So here I have a small hoop because we're going to be placing a small sleeve inside here, and this is a great size. If you have something larger, you'll want a larger hoop, and here you can see I have one. This one's a pretty good size oval, so I can fit a larger pattern piece in there. I don't want any of the sides of the piece to extend past to the edges because the fabric could get damaged in those edges where it's being pulled. So again, that pattern piece needs to fit inside the hoop for this project. Then we have some tailor's chalk, and I have a rolling chalk wheel or just some pieces of hand chalk to mark. We'll want some small, very sharp embroidery scissors, embroidery needles that are the right size for both the fabric and the thread that you're working with. I have two kinds of thread here. I'm actually using a bobbin thread for an embroidery machine. It's very, very lightweight and very slick. I'm going to use this to first stitch down the applique, and then I have some decorative thread here. This is a very shimmery silver thread, and I'm going to use that to add some decorative detail around the edging of each applique piece. And then of course you're going to want your chosen fabric and your chosen embellishment or lace for the applique. For this project, I am going to work with a piece of lace that has embroidery already on it, and I'm going to carefully cut this out and use this as the starting point for the design on my sleeve. You also could take a look at our other tutorial that shows how to transfer a design onto a piece of fabric and then hand embroider the stitch line and the design onto the fabric totally from scratch. But for this tutorial, we are going to work with an embroidered design that's started and cut out from a piece of lace embroidered fabric. So first, let's just take a look at the dress and a little bit of the reasoning behind why you might choose to do your embellishment after the fact or before you do the construction. So here we have the Carnaby Street dress, and this is the simplified version. It's just one pattern piece for the front and one pattern piece for the sleeve. So on this one, this is the 18-inch size, and then here we have the smaller size. This is for Welly Wishers and Ruby Red. So you can notice right away the size difference, much smaller. So already with this one, once the dress is sewn, it's a very small area to work with to try to position this, even if you were going to do something along the dress front or the dress hemline. But if you look at something like the sleeve on either size, this is a very small surface, and because it's in the round and you have the back side in the way, to try to embroider anything or add anything on the sleeve in either size is problematic at this point. So ideally, you would want to have your pattern piece out, traced on the fabric, and you could add that embellishment to the sleeve before the dress was sewn together. And here's an example of some embroidery that really inspired me for the idea for this project. So you can see here she's got little delicate embroidered details on the dress, and then this vine and floral design that goes up the side and the back of the sleeve. So this is kind of the one that I'm going to go for, this idea, just adding an embellishment to the sleeve itself, which I think we can do with our lace applique. And then you'll also notice these other examples. This is a very similar idea as well. So we have that V neckline. It's a perfect neckline to add an embellishment along the V. You could do that with trim, you could do that by hand with added lace or ribbon, anything. You could do that there, and then you could take down a similar design to the sleeve and then add a little bit more, add a little bit of detail to the hemline to bring it all together. So to get started, I'm going to have my fabric spread out, and this is a blue velour fabric. It does have a little bit of stretch in it. It's very beautiful, soft. It's gonna drape really nicely once this dress is sewn together. So I'm gonna bring in my pattern piece, and for this, the sleeve is the same on both sides, but if you had one that had any different front or back, you would wanna mirror it as you did your two sleeves to trace down the pattern pieces. So I have my hoop, and I wanna make sure that I have enough fabric to go around the edges and get pulled inside the hoop. And then I'm gonna take my pattern piece, which fits perfectly inside this hoop, and I'm gonna place it down. I have magnets, but you could magnet or you could pin. And then we're just gonna take chalk and mark around the edge of the piece. Now this one is a chalk wheel, and it's working very lightly. We also could use a piece of Taylor's chalk and just trace right on here. Now this is white, and I'm drawing on a dark fabric. So you can see that's starting to show up here. Now this is chalk, and it might rub off. So we're just gonna test it a little bit. If I rub on that, I can still see it. So I think I'll be okay using chalk on here. We're gonna cut right on that line when we're done. So there's no worry about it staying on the fabric or not. But if it was gonna rub off all the way, you might wanna mark with something that will hold up a little bit better on the fabric. As your hand rubs on there, you don't wanna lose your cut line. So we're just gonna continue and mark out the whole pattern piece here. So here we have one sleeve. So to do this as a repeat, we'll flip it over and trace it again to add that embellishment later. But for now, I have this here traced down, so I'm just going to quickly cut this out. And then we're just gonna loosen the frame and put this right inside. And then we slide this right on top. And that fits in there very tightly. You can see now I have this outlined edge of my pattern piece, and I'll just tighten this down. Now you could do this prior to cutting this so that you don't have this much wasted fabric. If you hooped it as it was still connected, once we had the hoop tight, I could come in and trim off a lot closer to the edge of the hoop. And again, just to keep as much fabric as possible. Now we're gonna set this aside. I don't have my applique trimmed apart yet. So again, we're gonna work with this white. I'm gonna use these small little vines and cut them out very carefully to use those on the sleeve. Now when you're trimming this, you just wanna be really careful to not cut into any of the embroidery, but cut as close to it as you can. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to use a silver thread to go around the edge of this to really make it pop and stand out, but also to cover any of these little dangles. You can see I have this netting that's real close to the edge, but if I cut too close, I might cut into that embroidery. So a way of disguising that, but also adding to the overall effect, is to go around the edge with a decorative thread or a decorative stitch. And here is just a small piece. So as you see that we have this starting to be trimmed off. So if I want to come in and then I'm going to sew down these little vines separate from the backing tool. So here we have this vine applique cut out, and I have it placed right on the sleeve. It's up a little bit from the cut line because the bottom has an elastic casing, so it is going to fold under. The sleeve is also designed to tuck under, so the elastic fits around the wrist, but then the sleeve hangs over. So if I unfold that, you can see that beyond the casing, I also probably have another 1/4 of an inch where that sleeve is going to tuck under as well. So I could position this up a little bit higher if I wanted to, but I think this is going to look good. It's going to naturally kind of curl under the bottom of the sleeve, but not get caught in that elastic casing stitching. So we just need to thread our needle. I have the white thread here. the piece is not very long so that it doesn't get tangled. Then if I run out of thread, I'll just thread a new piece. Then I'm going to pin this down to make sure that it stays positioned exactly where I want it. Now this is just pinned in a few places. It's going to hold it where I want it, but I can position it as I stitch it down. Then I'm just going to come up through the back side and begin to secure this down, just stitching around the vine and some of the leaves as I work my way all the way around the design. So here we have this starting to take shape. I have it tacked down on one side, and then I'm just going to continue with a new thread now. I'm just going to pull these pieces exactly where I want to have them positioned and tack these down. Then we're going to come in with our silver thread and do a chain stitch around the edging of all of the vines and all of the leaves to give them a little bit of dimension around the edge of the whole design. So I'm a few stitches in here. We've done that now with this silver metallic thread that I showed you at the beginning. And I was thinking this was going to create a nice outline, a shimmery outline around this embroidered design. And honestly, after a few stitches, I'm not liking how this is looking at all. So I'm going to switch gears here. We're going to cut this out, and I'm going to bring in a silver embroidery thread. This is 100% silk. It has some shimmer to it, but it's not metallic. It's just a silk embroidery thread. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same technique using a chain stitch around the edge of this design to secure it down and outline it. Then once we have that all stitched down, we'll repeat that whole process for the opposite sleeve. Then we can go ahead and cut out our sleeve pieces. We'll cut out our dress front and our dress back and the facing pieces, and then we'll follow the pattern instructions. Sew the shoulder seams together, apply the facing, flip it under, and then press that down, and you'll see how that fusible interfacing for knits works. It folds that hemline under, it presses gently and adheres to the inside of the fabric, and it's a very delicate, nice finish for that neckline. Then we'll go ahead and attach the sleeves with right sides together, stitch those down, and sew the side seams of the dress, sew the center back seam of the dress, and finish it off with the hemline. And there you have it, adorably beautiful, detailed little holiday dress with a little bit of embellishment detail on the sleeves.